¿Qué sopa familia? ¿Cómo va la vaina? It's your girl Kenny Ken, bringing the Sagittarius Sun and Moon placements, their monthly community para el mes de julio for the month of July. You guys already know the vibes. We do breath work before we get into any type of reading, but before the breath work, just want to give a quick disclaimer. I'm going to only use oracle cards in this spread. Trying to really just develop a deeper relationship with my tarot deck and just really get back to the basics from where I started, which is this beautiful oracle deck. But with that being said, we're gonna do 7 breaths today. So 7 deep inhales, 7 deep exhales. And we just really wanna focus on releasing any tension that is known or unknown to us in our bodies and really get ourselves really ready for the messages that we're gonna hear. And just, calm down that central nervous system because we in a state of time where we need the ting them. So let's get into it. Oh, before we get into it, please, por favor. Like literally, like go at your own speed, go at your own pace, breathe out your mouth, breathe out your nose. However your body feels it needs to like release, honor that, because that's the only way that we can really start to feel more comfortable within ourselves is if we honor ourselves, right? So please, just like, that's the only thing I ask, like to breathe before we start and to honor your body. But now that that spiel is done, vamos a inhalar, vamos a comenzar. Inhala, exhala, inhala, y exhala, inhala, exhala. 4 more, inhala, exhala, inhala, exhala, inhala, exhala. 2 more breaths, inhala, exhala. Y la última respirada, the last breath, inhala, exhala. All right, I need water. I feel lightheaded as fuck. I won't lie, but let's get into the vibes. Let's see what is the shadow energy presenting itself towards the Sagittarius Sun and Moon signs for the month of July. What is the shadow energy presenting itself for Sagittarius placements this month, Spirit? 2 cards, please. What is the shadow energy presenting itself? 1 more card, please. 1 more card, please, Spirit. What is the shadow energy? There we go. Oh, that was 2 cards. I never be knowing. Wow. Okay, so we have hiatus, we have surrender, and then we have adrift. And off rip, I want to ask you, do you take a break? Do you take a break when you know your body is tired, when you know your brain is when you know your brain is mentally, is what I meant to say, when you know your brain is mentally like worn out, when you know that you do not have any more space, when you know that you're literally like, you're almost like disassociating in spaces? Do you know when to take a break? Do you know when to stop? Because impede is at the bottom of the deck. Do you know when to just put a halt on yourself, Sag? Or do you feel like because you're a fire sign, you got to keep running? Do you know that small fires create heat too? You don't got to be this big forest fire, baby. You don't, like, not for nobody and not for yourself. Like, unless, not for nobody, not for yourself. I saw what I said, period. But like, literally, like, do you know when to calm down, like with this white flag and this surrender? Because your body will shut down for you. Your body will shut down for you. You will start developing things that you didn't even know you were capable of developing if you didn't put a halt to what you need to put a halt to. Like, the way that, like, we're connected on so many different levels, whether that be like spiritually, like mentally, emotionally, like it's all a connection. And when one part of yourself is depleted, you start to slowly take from all the other levels, and then taking from all of the other levels, you deplete those levels too, and then your body goes dur, dur. It's over. I just made the train noise, but like your body just stops. Like, do you want to wait until that, or do you actually want to create space for yourself, Sag? Like, that's really what you should ask yourself, because that's really what I want to know. Like, I don't want to see none of y'all shut down for the greater good. I don't want to see none of y'all walk around with even more extreme mental health conditions than what we already live with on a day-to-day. Like, you know, so definitely find the space for yourself. And when your body is speaking to you, listen. Like, that's literally all that I can say. When your body is speaking to you, listen. But let's see. What divine feminine energy walks with you, Sag? What divine feminine energy walks with the Sagittarius sun and moon signs? One more time. Divine feminine energy walks with the Sagittarius sun and moon sign. Let's see, what divine feminine energy? I kind of want to pull both, but we'll see how I feel after this. Divine feminine energy is walking with the Sag sun and moon sign for the month of Julio. Rita of Caskia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create profound that doesn't even, that's not what it says at all. My prayers create powerful channels of possibilities. I feel like some of us pray for more strength in those spaces. That's what I was getting off rip. I feel like some of us pray for more strength when we see that, you know, when we see that we're getting to our wits' end. But I feel called to say, how about praying for the ability to know when to pause, you know, because that is strength also. I don't know if anybody has ever told you, but that is strength. Knowing when to stop. I feel like we live in a culture where grinding and keep moving is the ultimate goal. It seems so positive, but there's so much power in rest. And prayer for me can be a form of rest, can be a form of stillness. And if prayer is what you need to really just like stop, then pray way more. Ain't nothing wrong with more prayer. More blessings, gang. But I feel like I want to say something else, because it's like something in the way. Are those fireflies? Ooh, I know what I want to say. Okay, so I did this meditation once where she guided us to kind of like fill, like to take our hands literally like a cup and like pour all of our emotion, pour everything into it, and then like fill it up, because it's like we're not being expressive. And the way that her hand is held here, I haven't even showed you the card yet, but the way that her hand is held is giving me that vibe. Like fill yourself, like pour all of it out, and then pour what you need, right? And then fill it right back up into your heart. Like that was the whole meditative space, like to fill it right back up into your heart and allow it to pour back into you. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But let me see what this card says. That I said. Okay. It says, Saint Rita is asking us foremost to never give up on what we want for ourselves. And she is suggesting that the path to what we desire is in our belief that it is still possible. We might not know how or when things would align for us, but we can participate in a deep prayer, a bone trust that at some point what we most desire will arrive. A bone trust that at some point what we most desire will arrive. A bone trust that at some point what we most desire will still arrive. And I feel like the at some point is so key, because things do not need to happen right now, right? And I wonder if that's why you're not taking a break, because you want them to. But it's okay for them to happen when they're meant to. Trust it. Trust it. Tenga un poquito de fe. Have a little faith. And let's see what's the overall energy coming forward. Let's see overall energy coming forward for the month of July for the Sagittariuses. 3 cards, please, Spirit. What is the overall energy coming forward for the month of July for the Sagittariuses? Let's take that. 2 more cards, please. Overall energy. 1 more card. Overall energy. 1 more card, please. 1 more card. I'll take that one. The black cat at the bottom, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it 100%, because when I was cutting the deck, it just kept popping up. But let's see. We have the tree, and then we have the crown, and then we have the sun in reverse. So off rip, this is definitely a fire sign message, 100%. 100%. Follow me on Instagram, shout out to you. But the crown definitely came up in the weekly reading for the fire signs. So this is definitely a fire like sign type of message, but you're definitely learning more this month. There is definitely a shift, especially with the black cat in this deck. That's what that means. It means change. But you're definitely learning more. I feel like the branches on this tree is really calling to me. And I think that like you've been in a space where you've had to do so much and be so much to grow into this tall tree, Sag, with all of these different branches, to do so many things for so many different people. And you know, now you're truly growing for yourself. Now you're truly doing all of the wisdom and the knowledge and the seeking, like, because this is very much earth energy too, I feel, with the grounding, right? You're finding more grounding for yourself. You're finding more ways in which to fill yourself with more knowledge, but then also like fill yourself with more things that you want. It's no longer about like how other people can help build this tree. You know, you're literally tending to your own soil. You're literally doing all of the things that you need to get back to yourself. Now I feel like you put out so much for other people, that now it's time. This, at least this July, is really bringing this sense of like this. Hold on, I'm getting dry mouth. It's really bringing you this sense of like deep rooted growth. Maybe even like you maybe even finding out some things like more in depthly about your past, right? That's gonna help like liberate you and bring you into this even more like space of depth and the space of growth. And it's really gonna remind you, and it's really gonna help you step more into your power with the crown, right? It's really gonna help you own who you are more. And that's really beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. Like, but in those moments, I will say, because the sun in reverse is like, I don't want to say it's not giving me a good vibe, because it's not that it's not giving me a good vibe, but like, don't forget to play. Like, don't forget to play. Because sometimes like, excuse me. Sometimes when we're really, really, really into the thick of it, like when we're really in the depths of like something new, or really in the depths of like our growth process and our personal journey, we can sometimes really forget to sit back and really play. And I feel like the overall reading here has so far been about play, right? It's been about, and when I say play, it could be sports. If you do sports, it could be sports. But play also kind of means relaxing. Like, don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to really go out in the sun. Don't forget to like to shine, you know, like, and let others like shine on you if they notice your growth. Like, let them give you them compliments, let them fill you up, let them gas you, fuel your fire now, period, because you deserve it. You definitely deserve it. And I kind of want to look sorry. Well, I'm not really sorry, but what number is that? 11? No, 9. I can't count. So reverse, this says, I was thinking exuberance, right? Because I know that's what this card means. Upright. You need this, like, very much, like, you need this energy of like radiancy that comes with the sun. You need this very much element of like tapping into that non-stop shine, that non-stop glow. Like it's the summertime, the sun is out and potent. Even when it's cloudy, the sun is out and potent because it's not going nowhere. But in reverse, this says ego, obsession, vitality. And it can be so easy to become obsessed when we're in these spaces of like change and like growth and like finding ourselves again. But like remember to shine. That's what I'm gonna title this. Remember to shine. Because growth doesn't have to be pain. Like growing pains doesn't always have to mean pain. Period. That's really what I wanted to say. And we'll close with that. Vamos a cerrar with that, because you the best. You a fire sign, so you one of the best. Don't tell him I said that though. Don't tell nobody. But anyways, let's get into some breath work. I don't have no favorites, but like I'm a fire sign. But anyways, let's get into some breath work to close out. Let's do 2 breaths. Yeah, let's do 2 breaths. So let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Thank you, Saggies, for rocking with me throughout this whole entire video. If you stayed, shout out to you. You a real one. Gang, gang. But if this video resonated with you, por favor, déjame un comento. Déjame un corazoncito blanco en los comentos. Please drop a white heart in the comments if this video resonated with you. And if you feel a call to book a personal reading, you can also hit one of the links, DM me, we can set that up, and then, you know, I can get to know you better, and then that's even better, even a vibe. But until then, know that I'm sending you love, know that I'm sending you warmth, know that I'm sending you big, big hugs, and all of the sweet honey for this very second, for your day, for the weeks to come, and for your entire month of July. Ciao.